Optional. Why, in the world of selective college admissions in the United States, you need to teach yourself that that is actually a dirty word. My name is Craig Meister. I'm a college admissions coach. You can learn more about me and how you can work with me one-on-one throughout the college admissions process on my website, which is collegemeister.com. And if you're interested in learning about whether or not you are or your student is on track for selective college admission in the United States, visit areyouontracktogetin.com. Again, that's areyouontracktogetin.com, at which you will complete a free 3-minute assessment, and your results will be emailed to you right away, and they will help you clarify whether or not you are or your student is on track for selective college admission in the United States of America. Optional. Again, it's a dirty word in my opinion, because at almost every step along the journey of applying to college, particularly selective colleges in the United States, students are told that, oh, you can do this, but it's optional. You are more than welcome to share with us this, but it's optional. And many honest, direct individuals hear optional this, optional that, and probably, the chips fall where they may. 5 times out of 10, they may choose to opt to do the optional thing, or they may opt not to do the optional thing. But in my opinion, you got to go big or go home. Never opt to do less than. Always opt to do more than. And so what am I talking about? I'm talking about when you have the option, let's say in 11th grade year, to take a 6th academic course or have a study hall, and you regularly finish your homework within an hour anyway. You take that 6th academic course. But many students, they opt for the study hall. That's choosing to do less than when you could do more than. What about when it comes to taking the SAT or ACT? Many college counselors now say, oh, don't even worry about it. It's optional at the colleges you're considering. And that communicates to students that they can skip the SAT. They can opt out of it. But again, I'm a big believer in trying your best on the SAT or ACT so that if you do score well, that could theoretically redound positively toward your chances of actually getting into a particular college or university on your current list, or also not foreclose colleges or universities that you may want to apply to later, but that at least as of right now, you haven't considered. So I say do more than take the SAT, take the ACT, and try your very best to do well on it. Even if it's optional that you send your scores later, you don't have to make a decision now by just not taking the SAT or ACT. So opt to do the optional. But what about when it actually comes to the college application itself? There are even more options to skip things or do the least versus do the most, do less than versus do more than. When it comes to talking about one's extracurricular activities, many students will get to the activities page. They'll see their 10 little slots for 10 little activities, and they'll share a little bit about each of those 10, and then they'll move right on to the Common Apps essay page and never think about their activities ever again. But I, as you know from watching my videos, I'm a big believer that you want to put together a full-fledged, extraordinary extracurricular resume, which is why I have a course called How to Build an Extraordinary Extracurricular Resume that takes less than an hour to complete, and it's less than $20, and it will help you clarify how you can talk robustly, specifically, and impressively about any and all extracurricular activities on one full-fledged extracurricular resume many times that you can actually share on the supplement to the Common Application for colleges on your list. But even if you can't share it there is another place where you can often share at least a mid-sized version of this more robust resume, and that would be in the additional information section of the Common Apps writing page, which again goes well above and beyond the amount of characters, the amount of words that you're allowed to share about your extracurricular activities on the activities page. But again, most students do what they're asked to do or required to do on the activities page, which is actually not even a page that's required. They'll do sort of the minimum, or they'll complete it, maybe think they're doing a great job because they did all 10 activities, even though they only had to do one, or they only had to do none. And they think, well, I'm still doing the more than, Craig. Why are you saying I'm doing less than? Because there's other places on the application often where you can share even more about those extracurricular activities or other extracurricular activities. So if you're interested, by the way, in that How to Build an Extraordinary Extracurricular Resume online short course, the link to that is in the video description for this particular video. Definitely visit that course, and you can decide if you want to purchase it. But why wouldn't you? It's so cheap and it's so fast, and it helps you understand exactly what you need to do to build a muscular and impressive and frankly extraordinary extracurricular resume. But it goes even further than the resume. After the resume section is over, or the activities section on the Common Application or other applications, you have options sometimes to complete optional essays. And anytime there's an optional essay, why not do it? Why not do it? Spend the time, slow down, think, reflect, provide them a specific story or response to optional questions. For you not to do something optional there, again, is passing the buck. You want to go big or go home. You want to use every blank space on that application to positively differentiate yourself. So again, all these options. This is optional, this is optional, this is optional. Many students continually opt, or even half the time opt, to skip the thing that is optional. But again, these are missed opportunities for you. And then finally, some colleges offer students the opportunity to interview or share even more information on that college's portal once you submit the application to that college and you get hooked up with their portal. You can send updates, you can send emails, you can, like I said, interview. And many students, once they've submitted the application, they paid their $60 or $70, $85, they wash their hands of it and they're just counting down the days to hear from that particular college or university. You need to fight to the last. You need to continue to maybe provide them updates about new extracurricular exploits or new grades. Make sure, obviously, your counselor is sending your first quarter or first semester grades. You, again, should and could interview in many cases at colleges. You can visit a college. Of course, that's optional, so you don't have to do it. But of course, I highly recommend it so you can decide if this is a good fit college for you. So look at all these options along every step of the process. It's so important that you take your options seriously. And as it relates to the college admissions process in the United States, I say you engage with each and every option vigorously. Because if you do, you are going to be in a much stronger position to earn admission to the majority maybe of colleges on your list. I say maybe because I don't know how your list is developed. Maybe you're reaching too high. But what I would say is you're going to increase your chances of getting into colleges when you actually fight the battle at every front. And so please take that mentality as you're looking at your college applications, because you want to seal the deal. Colleges, the vast majority of colleges, of course, in the United States, just want to see that you're engaged, that you're trying, you're dotting your I's, you're crossing your T's. And every little optional thing you do further, I mean, that's like icing on the cake for the vast majority of American colleges. But even for the very selective colleges, they're going to note that you're trying. You're really trying hard when you take that optional course, when you take and do well on the SAT, even if it wasn't required, or the ACT, when you actually submit a more robust extracurricular resume as a part of the optional space or upload on their application, when you engage in that optional essay for the admissions application, or maybe even a scholarship essay. It just shows that you're trying and you're going that extra mile, and that matters a lot in a selective or competitive admissions environment. So keep that in mind. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to my channel. If you want to work with me one-on-one throughout the entire college admissions process, or maybe just for part of it, go to my website, collegemeister.com. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and most importantly, stay stress-free throughout the entire college admissions process.